back in Gran Turismo. You may realise, if you look at my thing, if you've seen my thing in the past, you really may realise I have a different name. Instead of it being Neon Eye, which is normally what my account name is, I am actually R4M Neon Pie. That's because I'm actually using a different account. If you watch Super GT, you might recognise the whole R4M thing. As a fan of Super GT and having a second account, I thought I'll put R4M at the beginning, so align myself with that sort of like group of people, but it's not really an actual racing team or other like that. It's just something that fans of Super GT have done. But the reason for this new account is because I'm just wanting to do like the races, but not taking them too seriously, kind of thing. Whereas Neon Eye is one where I'll be concentrating more on the actual races and actually trying to do the best I can, as well as doing stuff like the FIA series in the Racing Nations Cup or Manufacturers Cup. Whereas Neon Pie, or well, R4M Neon Pie, will be just more for a bit of fun, kind of thing. Basically where it's just like, I'll just go around track. If I cause an accident, oh well. If people hit me off, I'll go after them for revenge to hit them off again, so on and so forth. But it's not like I'll actually intentionally try and crash into people. I'm not actually going to try and literally ram people, but I will ram them if they ram me, kind of thing. And all that kind of thing. So playing it more like an arcade racer and just having a bit of generalised fun with it. But obviously, with a new account, we start in basically at the bottom of the barrel. And you can see as a result so far of being in a race with less experienced people, less experienced players, stuff like that. You can see I've managed to climb quite well. There's been quite a lot of penalties. There's been quite a bit of a bumping and scraping. There's been a lot of that going on, and that thing, at the moment, that kind of thing I'm expecting. Obviously, I started at the back of the field because I didn't put a qualifying time in, and by the end of the first lap, I climbed half the field. So, And it's like here, the Italian guy, there, sort of like, I wasn't going to try and do anything back in revenge because he didn't make me go off, so it's kind of sort of like, but obviously in the very, very lower rated lobbies, you're kind of expecting that stuff to happen. And that kind of thing I'll actually act upon if it seems to happen to me in this file, whereas the Neon Eye, I won't, basically. And the other thing that I'm actually doing in this with the Neon Pie, or R4M profile, is apart from I think the Tokyo race was the only one I put a qualifying time in, because I actually want to at least get one pole position, because I haven't had that yet on my will be my main account. I'm never actually going to put in qualifying times. I'm just literally going to go into the race and to see how well I do from as far back as the game will put me, kind of thing. Just all for a bit of fun, especially in these early stages, because obviously I'm going against less experienced people. But coming up to the end of the second lap, I managed to climb a couple more positions, maybe 1 or 2 more positions, and we're in 7th. So, the quick guy's gone. There he is. But we're going to skip ahead a bit now to nearly the end of the race, because not much else happens actually in this race. Alright, so we're coming up to the last lap now. You can see I managed to climb up 1 more position, because I think I was 6th before the cut, or whatever you want to call it. You can do this race. You could do this race as a no stop, but you would need a fuel save in ways of like short shifting, Especially if you're driving manual, which I don't normally tend to drive manual because I just can't be bothered with driving manual. So normally fuel saving is a bit easier in a manual than it is in automatic, but you can fuel save in automatic by changing the fuel map, but I couldn't be bothered to do that, and I just thought, nah, screw it. But yeah, with that explanation of how this profile is going to work, it's all just basically just going to be races where I'm just having a bit of fun, really, rather than trying to concentrate. I still will do videos with the Neon Eye profile, but you know, every now and then I'll change it up. One week I'll do it with Neon Eye profile, the following week I'll probably do it with like the Neon Pie profile. You know, so change it up. So sometimes the videos will be a bit more of a serious race video, and sometimes the video will be a bit more just have a laugh and to see what the hell happens. So we're coming near the end of this race now, and yeah, come in 5th place. Come up from 16th to 5th. I think one person did leave in the end, though. I think 1 or 2 people left actually, but still, climbed up quite a fair few positions. So on to Suzuka. Alright, Suzuka once again. I'm starting at the bottom of the field, and bottom of the barrel, bottom of the bunch, in my Corvette. Yeah, the cars that you'll see me driving in this are basically I'm trying to get myself set up so I at least have one Group 4, one Group 3, one Group 2, and one Group 1. So basically, I'm not going to intentionally go out and get more of them. If I win them as a gift car, I win them as a gift car. But if not, bleh. So you'll see me using the same car a lot more in the R4 Neon Pie because I'm going to design them with specialised liveries for each one, sort of thing. This livery design now is complete. During the race it wasn't complete, but it's complete now. It hasn't changed them majorly. It's just a few extra couple of bits of bobs added to it, nothing special. So here we are at Suzuka. Let's see how we do. So getting past the guy in WRX. I think he did give me a little push there, a little bump. That's why I went a bit wide, but oh well. And I didn't put it, and I couldn't. There was no point trying to have revenge on him because he went wide anyway. So it's like, yeah, karma. There was no need for revenge because there was karma. But as you saw the previous race into Lagos, the first lap at certain points in the first lap, my God, was it chaos. This one probably was not as chaotic, but still a few bumps and scrapes here and there, but as expected. He goes wide there and get past 2 people in those past 2 cars and 2 corners. Now, I will say, with doing some of these races, I do feel kind of guilty to the other players because obviously to them I'm like EB or an EA class driver, whereas in factuality, sort of like I'm more akin to a B class driver sort of thing, but I'm doing this as an E. So it's like a lot of the people I would just pass and get past. Not everyone, no, because I was actually getting in some races that were also with A and B class rated drivers, but I was only getting mixed in with them because their DR was so low. That's the only reason why. But yeah, I would just feel a bit guilty racing against these people because it's sort of like I'm normally in a much higher class than what they probably are, so I'm probably got more experience, and I'm just like, nah. So it's like being a bit guilty. But what can I do? But we're going to speed this up a little bit here because not much happens in lap 2 or 3. So we're coming up on the final lap now. Get past this guy. Pretty easy. Getting a little bump there, but again, I was worried about it, didn't even manage to overtake. So, considering that I was going wide. So you can see, yeah, I didn't climb a major load in this race. But, you know, there's some races where, you know, you'll find it easier to climb and catch up with people, and there's other races where it won't happen so easily. But at this point, I think in this race there were some like C-class drivers and stuff like that as well. So I was kind of starting to mingle in with them. So, you know, getting onto the sort of like basically the drivers who probably had a kind of like the same amount of experience than what I had and have, kind of thing. But a couple of people going off there, so climbing up to 8th. I think that, yeah, I think again in this race by this point, like a couple of people are left by now, kind of thing. But obviously once again, I've climbed about half the field because I started at the back. And this is the question now: can I catch up with 7th and overtake? But unfortunately, I have a little bit of a mistake there, run a bit wide. That kind of sort of like threw me out from being basically most likely getting 7th place. So because obviously I do fall back a bit, and then it's just like trying to catch up, and there's just not enough like time left, kind of thing really. But all in all, yeah, it was a pretty smooth race. Nothing crazy, but you know, I like the challenge of trying to get the highest position I can from the back. Makes it a bit more fun. But that's it for Suzuka. Coming in home 8th after starting back in 16th at the back of the pack. So now on to the final race at Tokyo. Alright, so this is about the last race. I'm actually not gonna, I'm gonna basically leave here. So please remember to like and subscribe and share this video with some of your friends. And also remember to check out my Gran Turismo playlist on YouTube, as well as some other games, and you know, have a little watch, why not? You know, it ain't gonna harm you. But until next time, I'll see you all at the finishing line.